Dude, Oculus will like sync.
All right, everyone, welcome to the podcast. So I announced this in my Discord, and that's about it. So I'm here with Bluey and Mystiic. Hello.
Some my diggity doggies.
And we're basically just going to be talking about things in the community, and that's about it. A lot of it's going to be has to do with extreme demons and such, just because, you know.
Oh yeah, and by the way, if you have any, if you guys have anything you want to say, please have some input. We'll definitely talk about anything you guys want.
Yeah, if there's anything interesting brought up in chat, then, you know, tell Bluey he's gay, alright, ASU. Bluey, you are homosexual. So, yeah, so the first big topic we do want to start on is going to be demon ratings in games. So,
oh yeah.
So
definitely.
Mystiic is the one that usually complains about this.
Oh yeah.
So Mystiic, you want to start this or?
All right, sure. Oh my god, the demon ratings, they are so messed up. Okay. Well, that's honestly what I've been thinking for a little while. In the beginning of 2.1, it wasn't so bad because everything was basically a hard demon because the easy demons and medium demons haven't really been implemented yet.
The start of 2.1 was so bad.
Yeah, the start of 2.1 it wasn't too bad because there was only a few like obvious ones like the Nightmare, the Lightning Road, yada yada yada. But then RobTop eventually decided to rate Sidestep as a medium demon, and that messed up everything. Also, he made Windy Landscape, Ado, and other levels Insane Demon, which makes no sense. I mean, yeah, that would make sense when they were made, but in the time period that we were in when 2.1 was released, Sonic Wave was already beaten, and like, so you're gonna say that Windy Landscape and then one step up is Sonic Wave? That's just stupid. I mean, not specifically that, but like, as for like,
yeah, but Windy is
like,
still
even a step up.
Windy's still a
step up from Windy could be like Allegiance or Deception Die, which is really stupid, honestly.
Windy is still a stepping stone.
Yeah, if you want my personal opinion with this topic, I'm gonna move my mic closer to my face. If you want my personal opinion with this, a lot of the GD ratings, because basically how I see it as is a lot of them are just like they're seen as set in stone. Like the Caverns, when it was made, Insane Demon. Now it's like an easy medium demon, but it's just like it's for some reason it's still an Insane Demon, and in RobTop's mind, it's probably still an Insane Demon. Because he's not with the community as much. The game has gotten to the point where it's pretty hard, right? It's gotten to the point where it's relatively hard, where everyone's just like trying to make anything that's Insane Demon, Extreme Demon, things like this that they want to get really, really popular, right? And that's another thing, like Cataclysm, for example, right? And Cataclysm used to be known as the hardest, basically an impossible challenge in 1.9, but in 2.1 it's seen as like a stepping stone for Extreme Demon, and it's like one of those things where it's just like the game's gotten so difficult and there's so many extremes being made that the definition of an Extreme Demon is so different, right?
It's such a broad topic now.
Because there's things like Hate War, which, if you go to the demons list, is a legacy demon. It's not even a top 100 hardest.
It goes from Hate War to Woodkid. That's a pretty big difference.
Which, in my opinion, if you want my opinion with it, it's either RobTop needs to make some type of new demon difficulty, or he needs to start assessing what an extreme demon is. Start making like Windy Landscape medium demon, or start making like. And this is
will the Nightmare be insane?
Yeah, it just like it's one of those things. Sorry, it's like one of those things that's just being like really. It's like one of those things where it's really messed up because it's so hard to define these things at this point. Because soon enough, if we're going by either just staying both the demon difficulties we have and start making things considered easier, like if we make Cataclysm an insane demon, right? Then what about let's just say Ado, right? Because Ado's like one of those levels where it's like an Insane Demon on 60 hertz, but it's like medium hard demon on 144.
I don't agree with that.
Well, I beg to differ on that one because honestly, back in 1.9,
I mean, it depends. All right, it depends.
Like I realize the hertz thing, but to say that it's insane on 60 hertz, it's such a broad thing because people like Localizer, that's completely different. So,
yeah,
you know,
yeah, and it's just like it's one of those things. And as soon as we know it, like things like the Nightmare, they're gonna be like, what are you gonna even call that, right?
Yeah.
What do you?
Yeah.
You can't really call that an easy demon if we move like Windy to a medium demon, because the difficulty is just going to be so spread out, which is why there needs to be a more broad range of demon difficulty, in my opinion.
Just
or
like difficulty in general, not even demon difficulty, just like
just difficulty in general is like so messed up, because even I see some insanes in like the feature that are harder than some of the new easy demons.
Yeah,
which is it's ridiculous. It's like, why are these easy demons and why are these just insane?
Some harder levels are like normal difficulty.
Yeah. And then like there's so many levels that have like such weird difficulties, and difficulty is just like messed up completely. It's just like something that needs to really be fixed, honestly. Like RobTop needs to start listening to the community of like both from the more playing, the more creating, and then with the playing, like people who are better at the game, people who are not as good at the game, and then people who are just like starting the game, right? Of course, the people who are just starting the game are less reliable, just because, you know.
And on this big demon difficulty topic thing, like I was saying earlier, RobTop has honestly messed up demon ratings as a whole in the eyes of the community, because people that are new in the community, or people who have been in the community for a little while, they've shifted their thoughts to from things like Windy being a medium demon. That was honestly accepted for a little while until RobTop decides to make it an insane, and that just messed up everything.
Yeah. And if I may butt in there for a bit, like, it's another thing, because a lot of people see the ratings that RobTop rated them, and they're like, oh, this is the rating.
Because it's in the actual game, and in the community, the community is what drives this game. The community is the thing that makes this game what it is. It's not just the game itself.
Drama?
Because the game,
Drama,
well,
like,
the drama,
affects affects levels as well, like the...
Yeah, okay, Fruit Salad in chat, if I may bring that up. They said, let's go back to pre 2.1 with no demon ratings. That was pretty good, because the thing with demon ratings now is people are seeing these demon ratings, you're like, that's the rating, obviously. But with that, when it's just all brought as just demon, people could make their own ratings. But also the problem with that, on the flip side, is things with the Nightmare will be compared to things like Bloodbath, at least in like 1.9, you know? Yeah.
Oh, okay, I've got a question from PV. Okay, Mystiic, do you think that Hypersonic should be an insane? Well, that's honestly a hard question to answer as for how the ratings are right now. Because I could say, okay, let's fix all the rating. Let's fix all the ratings. Let's take demons that are around Windy and the Caverns difficulty and Ado. Let's make all those hard or medium demons, and then
what happens to those medium demons previously and easy demons previously? They had to be
exactly, and then and there are thousands of demons in this game right now. Thousands. That's gonna take so long for it to fix. And
I saw this like earlier in my chat. Someone said let the Elder Mods rate, which I agree with. Elder Mods should be able to rate because they know what they're doing.
Because the Elder Mods, for a reason, they understand how things are.
Yeah.
But sorry, Mish, but to answer your question, PV, I think that Hypersonic, it honestly should be an insane. Well, it is kind of a hard question to answer, like I was saying earlier, not just because of the previous point that I stated, but also because of demons that I think should be insane demons, but Hypersonic is far above some of the levels that I think should be insane. And if we were to let's say this, let's make Hypersonic an insane demon. Let's have also a level like Retention be an insane demon. That's a difficulty gap. That's pretty large, and that would mess up insane demons as well. So it's it's pretty hard to say.
If you want my opinion with like demon ratings, it's all opinion based, because you may see something that's like not even demon, you may say this should be easy demon, or you may see something that's insane demon, you may be like this is extreme demon. But to other people, they could see that and be like, actually this insane demon should be a hard demon. It's just all like, it's really like just hard to see, because a lot of these demons nowadays, they're opinion based, and they're more on the more, how do I say this? It's more people say Louis.
I used to totally
more people
say that.
say one thing, and then usually that's what that is, right? But at the same time, it's just, I don't know. They should have a demon list on GD, like on the game. But yeah, I agree with that. And I feel like another thing I've personally been saying myself, RobTop should work with the demons list to actually like make these better. What do you think about Audio Excursion? What do you think about it? Again, it's like, difficulty is just a hard thing. If you want my opinion, I thought it was insane even when I beat it on 60, but now when I tried on 144, I think it's fine where it is, honestly.
Oh, Blue, do you want to talk? You haven't talked in a little bit.
Yeah.
What do I talk about?
Well, you know, just what we've been talking about, or if you want to talk about another topic.
You've explained it enough. I don't know how to elaborate on what you said.
Let's answer some of the people's questions, honestly.
Well, I mean, yeah, let's answer a few questions and we can move on to the next
topic.
topic.
Do you have any? Or because I have like about 3 questions that I need to have.
I'm not really seeing any questions. So
opinions.
We can, after this, we can go on to like upcoming extreme demons or upcoming levels in general. Just cause.
All right, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Rudy said a little while ago. To me, 60 hertz and 144 hertz aren't that different. It's like, it's easier to beat things on 144, but it's only like extra clicks in like 2 milliseconds. You can just click like 4 or 3 extra times.
It only affects the
second
shit a lot. Like the other game modes, it doesn't really affect that much.
Well, that's the thing. It does affect the other game modes, but not as much as you'd really think.
You can't really notice.
Because it definitely messes with the wave. The wave becomes late. Because of that, because of the less delay, the spam is a lot easier. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you can go. If you can finish, you can do that. If you want.
And Xenon's. Oh, where do we ask questions? Just ask questions here. We'll be talking about your guys' questions as well.
You can either answer them in my stream, Mystiic stream, or Bluey's stream. If Bluey's streaming, I can't remember.
Yeah. So I was saying, Xenon, hey Mystiic, what about Necropolis? TBH, I honestly think it should be a hard demon. It's kind of a predicament question due to its timing, but the difficulty has dropped. Well, Necropolis, like, levels that are that low in difficulty compared to the levels that me and a lot of other people are playing in the community, it's really hard for me to say how difficult Necropolis is right now, because of the levels I'm playing, I would, like, honestly really underrate Necropolis. So, like, Moosh and Blue, do you guys have any opinions on Necropolis?
I think it's a high insane demon, like one of the hardest insane demons, in my opinion.
No, it's more of like a mid to easy insane demon. I don't think personally I disagree with it being a hard demon, but I do think it's a solid insane demon. Something I actually got in chat. Talk about what you think Yada should be on the demons list. Demons list actually.
Okay.
So if we go to the demons list right now, I'm gonna name the top.
I'm gonna go look up the demons list.
I'm gonna just say the top 5 from easiest to hardest, so like 5 to 1, which is Yada, Erebus, Gamma, Sonic Wave, plus Finale, right?
Yeah.
A lot of things, in my opinion, should be moved around in this, just because of Sonic Wave is overrated. People say it's way overrated, and some beg to differ. It shouldn't even be top 5. I still think it's top 5. I still think it should be. My point proven. But Yada as well. I think Yada's slightly underrated because of all the nerfs and talks like that, right? I do think the top 5 we have now is good for a top 5. I feel like it should be switched around a bit. Like, if you want my opinion, I think it should be Plus Finale, Gamma, Yada, Sonic Wave or Erebus. Like Sonic Wave and Erebus are still kind of like iffy to me.
I think Erebus is like, it's really inconsistent and hard. I think it should be like up in like top 3.
Yeah. But yeah. So, in my like what I said before, because Yada and I mean not Yada, Sonic Wave and Erebus are 2 levels I really haven't tried much. So what I originally said was Possible's Finale, Gamma, Yada, then Sonic Wave, and then Erebus for 5. But I've had people, even Mystiic, say that Erebus is definitely harder than Yada. I mean, not Yada. Why do I keep saying Yada? Sonic Wave. So then it's just like it's kind of like iffy between those 2. But yeah.
Okay, so honestly, in my opinion on the top 5 as it is now, it should honestly be Plasma Pulse Finale, Gamma, Erebus, Yada, then Sonic Wave.
Yeah.
Like my opinion has changed a little bit because a few days ago I was thinking that Yada was way easier than both these levels, but that was honestly just because I was pretty good at Yada, but I wasn't as good with Sonic Wave. But I feel like that was a little bias on my part because I haven't spent as much time on the 2 other levels as I have, or no, on Yada as I have the 2 other levels.
Yeah.
But I really think that Yada is probably above Sonic Wave, but definitely not above Erebus. Erebus is just way too inconsistent, and despite Yada being like about 3 times its length, it's just the difficulty is way too difficult for
if I
it
may,
to. Yeah,
if
go
I
ahead.
may say something, so Fruit Salad said Stalemate Redux will eventually move up. So I did actually just ask Vizzy, if you don't know Vizzy, he recently beat Stalemate Redux, and I literally just asked him, do you think Stalemate Redux should be moved up? And he said, no, it's harder than Zafkiel. So he thinks it's good where it is. So, it's like awesome on you, because why not? But yeah, so to answer your question from Victor of Stalemate Redux is fine where it is. I think I'm gonna... Yeah, he says he thinks it should be 7, where it's currently,
It's at 6.
Yeah, so I guess he thinks it should be moved down. Vizzy says to add him as well, so should I add him?
Sure.
I mean, he has a solid grasp.
I guess.
Yeah, I'll add him. I'll just tell him not to add anyone else. Alright. He's deafened, but, you know, whatever.
Alright.
Sorry. What I meant was that I think that Stalemate Redux is harder than Zafkiel, but I feel like it should be like... Wait, let me pull up Pointer Crate.
Wait, I'm busy. If you're gonna be here, please don't play too much, because this is just a podcast. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, first of all, I think Digital Sun should not even be top 10. Not even top 15. First of all.
Like, we're talking about, like, difficult... Like, we were talking about, like, how difficult, like, and, like, rating... I can't speak.
Ratings were
Ratings
messed up.
like, kind of messed up. Like, how things like Cataclysm are with Possible's Finale, and things like the Caverns are with, let's just say, Retention, right? There's a huge difficulty gap. And some things should be moved and everything. Yeah.
Alright, so let's answer another question. Got a question from Gotchi here. Okay, sweet. Thoughts about Novel Boy drama? Me personally, I'm for Craze and thinks he deserves to practice the level. Levels really aren't property, and therefore shouldn't be treated as such. Well, that's let's see. I honestly think that Krazen shouldn't be practicing it because
but Novel is taking so long. So.
I know. Yes, I agree. It's
so
taken
long to
Novel
practice
Boy
the level
a
when it's
pretty
right
long
now.
time.
Okay. If I may put it, let's not talk about that because it's kind of dead drama, right? Because Krazen stopped playing Bloodlust and apologized to Novel, so I don't want to try to revive.
Can I just say something?
No, you can't. Okay, go ahead.
If you want to practice the level, you can. Like,
Hold up.
it doesn't have to be released. You can still practice the level.
Well, it's like the level had to be hacked. The level was hacked.
If you want to, if you want to get, like,
It's
you can challenge
more
yourself.
of a respect thing. It's a respect
like
thing.
no, like Crazen, he streamed it and all that. Like that's disrespectful. Like if you just wanted to play it like a bit and practice it for a challenge, that would be fine.
I don't know.
Do you guys have any more questions in your chat?
No, I'm gonna move on. Because I don't want to.
Let's answer. Oh,
So-
wait, what was that?
I want to kind of move on from questions for now, just because I want to get more onto another topic, which is like upcoming extremes and insane demons. So, you know.
Let's answer one last question. Sayed asked a while ago. Hey, honestly, I can give you a good. Oh, sorry. Let's see. It's Happy. Thoughts on Woodkid? I think I can wrap this up pretty quickly. Woodkid, I mean, I haven't seen it too much, but it's honestly over-decorated, and I can barely see the gameplay. Oh, thank you for the subscription.
But so next topic I do want to get
Let's fix
onto
this.
is upcoming levels like Woodkid, Crimson Planet, Innards, all of those, right?
Yeah.
Big thing, right? I feel like a lot of levels now are just upcoming levels are just trying to get the #1 spot, right?
Yeah.
And it's something that I like. If people want to make the next hardest thing, that's what keeps this game like kind of growing is harder things, right? But at the same time, I feel like levels should stop trying to go for just difficulty and more for like design. That's why I'm like a big fan of God Eater over Woodkid, is because Woodkid has great design, yes, but God Eater doesn't just go for like how hard it is. It's trying to be an amazing level, just not only just being hard, not trying to be the hardest thing, but it looks amazing. That's what Novel's trying to do with it, which is why I'm a big fan of it. I don't like all levels just going for #1 spot, because it just I'd want to see something that's new that isn't like a top 1 demon. Like,
Here, I think I can wrap up that question really quickly.
What?
Uh,
Say that again.
Stop. Okay, stop. I mean, okay. I'm already seeing some things in chat. I'm making a level harder than Innards. I can make a level harder than Innards. Don't go for that. Go for one that's good in design. If you want to make a really hard level, go ahead, but try not to make something that's just purely for
Something
design,
harder
because-
than like Plasma Pulse Finality isn't verified yet, or maybe there is, but like you shouldn't go for like those harder demons yet. Wait until like there's really hard levels until like they can't be verified anymore. Then make the hardest level.
let's see. Let's move on a little bit on to our next topic. All right. So the next topic we have is game difficulty, and by game difficulty, I don't mean like, oh, Sonic Wave Extreme Demon, that's hella hard. No, I'm just talking about a game as a like all levels and the game as a whole, from like how it was meant to be, how difficult it was meant to be. Because in the beginning, it was meant to be like around the impossible game difficulty.
It was meant to
now
be
it's
fun.
grown.
It was meant to be fun, like
It's
and easy.
it's grown way above that, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this game has gotten so hard where it used to just be like Cataclysm, like I said earlier, was like a challenge that was like only like 5 people could like do it.
Like
right?
it would take someone a week to beat Kata, or a bit
No,
more.
like it could take people months.
It took me 3 hours.
Yeah, that's another thing. It used to take people a month. Like it took people so long to beat a single level of Cataclysm, but now Cataclysm is just a stepping stone for extremes. And as Mystiic said, it took him 3 hours of having one.
It took me 3 hours.
No, yeah, just 3 hours in general.
I think Cyclist has a question.
Yeah, Cyclist, if you have a question as well. And Unknown Overlord, do you think that Athanatos is underrated? Oh, we have some few people in here.
Oh yeah.
Nah, it's not. It's not.
It's harder than Mystiic.
It's harder than
It's the only extreme demon that I can get progress on. Like
it's harder than Bloodbath. In my personal opinion, it's harder than Bloodbath.
Yeah, it's inconsistent. That's why.
It's
Really.
only considered easier because it's much shorter. But its gameplay is
Cancer.
yeah, its gameplay is much harder. Cyclist, I'm not gonna answer stupid questions, so
Okay.
Alright, so,
Why am I
going on
gay?
to, like-
I am gay because, well, I was born in the 21st century,
Anyway, okay. Another thing with game difficulty, right? Game difficulty is just like, it's like, another thing, like another prime example is Bloodbath, right? A level that took super long to verify, 8 months without a victor, right? And was just like insanely hard, and it took so long for one level to just, you know, just become, you know. And now all of a sudden, it's just like dropping down the demons list. People are saying that it's overrated, which I'm one of those people personally. I think it's overrated.
Why do you think it's overrated?
Can you like not? But yeah. So, do you think demons are good for the community? Yeah, it keeps our game going. Honestly, if no new demons were being created, I'm gonna turn you down.
Please.
I'm gonna quickly turn Bluey down to 47%. All right. But this game has gotten to the point where if no demons are being released, the game's not gonna grow. That's another thing going with upcoming levels. Like new like #1 demons, right? Are just like there's like a good one every so often. Another like a new like #1 demon every so often is okay because it keeps our game like more hype. But with so many coming out so often, it's gotten to the point where it's more annoying.
It's because people can't verify them, so like they're creating and creating, but they're not verifying.
Do you think back on track jokes should just die? Yes, please. What do you?
That's so old.
If I was the owner of the list, what would be the first change? I would change the top 5, like to what I said.
Nah, I would just put Quest for Perfection like up there.
If it's alright, can I answer a question from Gotchi? Gotchi's
Yeah, go ahead.
a little bit. Alright, so Gotchi said a little while ago, do you think mobile players will die out because of all the extreme demons? I personally still almost only play on mobile, although I mostly create. Yes, I also agree, because half of the top 50 is impossible on mobile, though.
I mean, there will be a time it dies out, but not for a while. Because, how do I say this? Gizbro was in here earlier. If you guys don't know who Gizbro is, I highly recommend you, like, check him out, because he's a really good mobile player. But mobile players, at least for now, still have a chance of, like, being on the top 50, top 100, stuff like that. Because Gizbro and Silhouette are 2 examples, and Halo as well. They've beaten top 50 demons, right?
Yes.
So like, and on mobile, so they still have that chance of, you know.
Only Silhouette
but
has a
there's gonna
chance.
be a point where
there will be a point where like the number 50 is going to be like Bloodbath, right?
Yeah, that's gonna happen eventually.
Soon.
But I don't think mobile players will die out, but I think godlike mobile players that are beyond the top 50 are gonna die out eventually. Unless like a 144 hertz like iPad or
so
something
difficult.
like that comes out.
No, but even if that does happen, there's still a major delay on mobile.
Can I answer a question?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, Xenon said, what about 60 Hz and 140 Hz players? I mean, 60 Hz, like, some people say there's not big of a difference. Like, 60 Hz players, like, they can't, but to me there is, but, like, 60 Hz players can still beat some of the hardest demons, like, but soon, like, it'll be really hard for 60 Hz players to beat levels, but they still can beat them. It would just take them, like, as long as Noble Boy.
Like, for example, Hotball, right? He's a huge example of 60 Hz players still having a chance.
It took him, like, a year to beat Bloodbath.
Yeah, but he's still a lot of progress on Plasball's finale.
Yeah.
Which is current #1 demon. So, it's like 60 Hz players still have a chance, but I agree there will sometime be a point where, like, 60 Hz players will have just so much, like, we'll have more trouble than it is now. Because obviously 60 Hz players still have a chance, but it's gonna get to a point where levels are gonna be too 144 based, because more people are becoming 144. So
Yeah, I agree. But Sade said he might want to join and talk about 60 hertz because he's a good 60 hertz player.
And also he plays on mobile.
What is? I have a question in chat from Flabbergaster. What's your thoughts on FPS bypass?
Oh, FPS bypass. Ooh.
Can I answer this?
Yeah.
If you want my opinion, FPS bypass, I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, honestly, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, it doesn't matter.
And I don't like how like FPS bypass records were banned off the list because it's just easier to use an FPS bypass than buying a whole new monitor.
Does obviously it actually change the game's physics though?
It kinda does. But it gives it more of a flat ground and a bit more fair for 60 hertz players to use that.
Because hardware is a big problem.
Yeah, because not everyone can afford to buy a 144 hertz monitor. So like this hack that can make you 144. Well, kind of.
It's not accurate though. Yeah.
It's not the most accurate, but you get what I mean. It's in my opinion. I'm okay with it. Because, I mean, if like a 60 hertz player wants to use a 144 hertz, but they can't get a 144 hertz monitor, then yeah. Because for me, I had to use an FPS bypass for a bit because I had a 144 hertz monitor. It didn't work with my computer, so I just used all my 60 hertz monitor until I got a new computer. Then I'm now using 144 hertz, which is, you know.
Alright, so let's answer a question that Sade's been wondering for a little bit.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on the impact that big GD YouTubers' opinions have on things like levels, like what happened to buff this? Simply put, GD YouTubers, big GD YouTubers, they have a lot of power and in this community as a whole, and they should also take care of it as well as they can.
Yeah,
Chris Credible.
I think.
And it's really for any community. Any big some community has a lot of like. They can inspire so many people with just a few words.
Or like they can just ruin.
They can ruin the game in just a video.
They can either ruin a game or make a game.
So
yeah,
it's basically they have a lot of like. What's the word? I can't think of it. But they just have. They have a lot of impact on how a community could go because some big YouTubers can make it better, some could make it worse. I'm not gonna say some who can make it better or worse because especially for the worse, it could be.
What I mean.
Yeah, but thoughts on Fexty? I don't like. It's really just like it's all.
It's only the wave that makes it hard.
It's only. I mean, the dual chip's pretty annoying too, but. And
the Swingcopter, but like overall, it's overrated, yeah.
It's also buggy, but you get my point. Fexty level, I don't know if like its demon list, like where it's placed at currently 45 is accurate, but whatever.
Okay, so question from Sade. What do you guys think would happen if the 144 Hz revolution never happened? Oh damn.
Oh.
That's a big.
Bloodbath would be #1 right now.
Bloodbath would actually still be a top 5 demon most likely.
Yeah.
Probably.
And anyone who beat Bloodbath would probably still blow up.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sorry, that's what
sorry. But if the 144 Hz revolution didn't happen,
stop.
Level difficulty would be it'd be a lot different than it'd be now because less levels would be straight fly base. So.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
You might need to mute for a second.
Falling up will be on the list if the 144 Hz revolution didn't happen.
Yeah, but
like top 50 list.
Try not to spam. But basically, but yeah. So basically, to answer your question, I don't know who asked that, but if the 144 Hz revolution really didn't happen, then difficulty would be a lot a lot.
The game wouldn't be like this
alright?
right now. Maybe it would actually be good right now.
But oh, I see another. Who do you think would be the next god of GD? I mean, it was really like, really the gods of GD have been from like Riot to Sunix, and in my opinion, I'm not sure who the next one would be because I would say Noble, but I mean Noble has a big chance of being up there, honestly.
And Level.
And Level, another one. But like the reason I'd say Noble is because he may not be like the best player, right? Because he's obviously not.
But he can beat Levels. Like, it takes him a while,
he's
but
still really good at the game. Hold on, let me talk. He's still really good at the game, and he's a really good creator.
Hey, sorry I was gone for a little bit. I was just making sure my sister would stop streaming.
But yeah, we don't like.
What did I miss?
Someone just asked who I think the next who the next god of GD would be, and I said possibly Noble, just because he's good at creating and at the game. Maybe
Noble is bad at GD.
But yeah, Kiba, welcome to the stream. You're good at the game. Zafkiel, #1 demon. Lodab, I'm sorry.
So is there any other questions that people have had? Just
yeah. What if Yada was never verified? A lot of things would change. Trusta's reputation wouldn't be as bad as
as big as it is.
No, yeah, he wouldn't be as big as he is, but his reputation wouldn't be as bad. Thoughts on Tartarus? I like how Riot's doing the thing where it's like he gave it to anyone to verify, basically. I like that. Because actually,
yeah, but it's just that level is like
that would work much better with every level.
It's really just like really outdated is the thing.
Bloodlust will be verified like months ago if that happened with Bloodlust.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gotchi was saying like the large impact that GD YouTubers have on other people, like that question. But then Gotchi was saying, oh god, it's fucking awful. Large YouTubers like Flub or Chris Credible really manipulate their fans, and when they say something, hardly anyone will disagree no matter how bullshit it is. And apologies for my sister screaming. Yeah, honestly though, Flub and Chris Credible, they gotta stop doing that. I mean, like the challenge videos, I understand that was cool for a little bit when like Dorami was doing it.
No,
but then
no,
it just got...
Dorami ruined it. He's one of the people who ruined it, in my opinion.
Well, I only found out about it because of Dorami.
If you want my opinion with the challenge videos are okay, just not doing them as much, and making sure they're actually challenges. Because a lot of challenges I see are really ridiculously easy, and it's really easy to
yeah,
say.
and they can be beaten in like an attempt or two. So how is it a challenge if you're not really playing hard level? It's just clickbait for for easy demons, though.
Hey guys, Fluff here.
Yeah.
Or easy level.
Exactly. What do you think is harder, Orochi or Tartarus? I don't know.
I think Orochi.
I really don't know much about
Orochi. Like I played in practice. It's so hard, like unimaginably hard.
If you want my opinion, okay, let's talk about GD YouTuber actually, and like how like just the big ones and like the small ones.
Chris Credible.
I'm gonna start with. We'll start with the bigger ones now.
Chris Credible.
A lot of GD YouTubers. Shut up.
Shut up.
A lot of GD YouTubers, we can all agree, don't deserve to be as big as they are.
Oh yeah.
And
Chris Credible.
Yeah, Bluey.
There you go.
I make better GFX than you, fat kid.
But if you want but like in all seriousness, away from all the memes about it, Chris Credible he meditates and clickbaits a little too much. He's and
like, you know his challenge videos.
He's like,
hold on, if I may finish. Kiba said he is like the next Derv, which is true because he's meta-tagging and clickbaiting a lot. Where eventually he's gonna get banned, right?
Can I say something?
Another one, Flub is another one because like a lot of people don't like Flub because of the way he got his subs. But if you want my personal opinion, hold on, if you want my personal opinion, the way he like works with his subs, like he's really interactive with his subs. which is why. Sorry, found. He's really interactive with his subs, which is what I actually like. It's something I can respect because there's not many YouTubers his size that interact with his fans, that interact with their fans.
Can I say something now?
Yes, you may. I was gonna let
Chris
you
Credible is the best trends of Geometry Dash. You know best trends?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
No.
he's the best trends of Geometry Dash.
You said this as well. Partition is another one.
Yeah.
I don't know how Partition.
He's worse than Flub. He doesn't like. He just does it for the
How-
money. He makes really bad
And
videos.
like I can see, I saw how Flub got his fans, but how did Partition get his?
Luck like Nexus. Let's talk about
Okay.
Nexus now. He's a trash player.
Oh god. Oh god.
Mexican.
Here, let's
No,
let's
it
see.
is you who would like send this to him if he's still here though. You want let's let Bluey go wild. Let's let Bluey go wild. All right.
What do I
Bluey,
say?
It's your all. All right, Bluey, eyes on you.
What do I do?
Here, let me just tag Nexus and say you're about to roast him in my
Oh.
stream. All right.
Yeah, okay. Let me talk about Nexus right now, okay? So basically, he started off doing Supersonic, pretty easy level. Got 1,000 subs, like, he doesn't deserve his subs, that bloody Mexican. I was with him when it was,
No.
Okay.
I was with him when he did his Supersonic. And he was entertaining to watch, but no, he doesn't deserve his subs. He uploads random levels, clickbaits, view wars, and like no, he should have like at least 1K subs. No, 67K.
Damn.
I don't know what to say about that.
I could beat Supersonic in 1 hour. It took him 1 month to beat it.
I thought this was the one professional thing we were gonna do on my channel. Honestly.
Yeah, same here. And then Bluey's just like, let's roast freaking.
I was freaking
Oh
We
yeah.
have to-
Okay, another one. Okay, Keep is actually bringing this up. So, and I'm gonna say this for anyone. So, if anyone did not know, there was a fake RobTop account on Twitter called RobTop.
Yeah, we know
Games,
this.
But it had
We
two
watched
E's.
C9.
Basically, they said 2.0 would be but they'd say it would be canceled, blah blah blah. But a lot of YouTubers completely clickbaited it, and Keep also brought up one like Mika, who also doesn't deserve his subs, the slightest.
Oh, Mika.
Stop.
Mika, me.
Stop. I'm going to upload this.
Okay, go. Sorry.
Okay, but like another one, Mika. He's a big clickbaiter, worse than Chris Credible.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he's the Spanish Chris Credible,
No.
or is Chris Credible the English Mika?
Oh. got us there. That's like.
Zenon, don't be weird in chat.
That's trippy.
Okay, so
Now let's talk about smaller ones. Now let's add.
Wait, no, but Gotchi had a question for so long.
All right,
Oh my god.
all right, you can answer it. You can answer it.
What do you what was your opinion on young GD YouTubers? Well, there isn't many. I mean, there's nothing really much to say about
Wargak.
them. They're young, I understand, but it's like there's not really much I can say about young GD YouTubers. It's just like it depends on the type of content they make. Like if they're making first credible content.
Now, let's talk about smaller YouTubers. And now, by smaller GD YouTubers, I mean as in small GD YouTubers that deserve to have more subs, right?
Like me.
None.
And I'm not gonna say like just because they beat a few extremes here and there.
Still,
I'm talking about like it's obvious they definitely deserve more subs.
Still,
Now, Stilueto's a big one. Gizbro's another big one. Minecraft, he's finally gaining, but he still deserves more in my
What
opinion.
about Hilo?
Hilo deserves more.
I don't deserve any.
1K is in my opinion, like as soon as you have like 2K, you're not really that small anymore, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, as for how small the GD, I mean the GD community is fucking huge.
Hold
But
on.
it's like,
Hold on, I'm gonna be unprofessional for 1 second, just because this is kind of funny. Said in chat, GD theory is number 13. What if Triaxis never became?
There would never be a bloodbath.
No, there wouldn't be
Okay,
blood.
okay. Can we get back on track now? Can we get back on track?
Back on track.
Okay.
Done.
But there's so many. There's so many small players that are really talented, even if they haven't beaten much. But they deserve more subs.
Thank you for the dollar.
More subs. Oh, Cyclist, we
Dude,
already
say
talked.
donated $1. Say donated $1.
Cyclist, we don't wanna. What's it called? We already gave our opinion on Chris Credible.
Chris Credible is a god.
Did you guys hear what I said?
No.
Say donated $1.
Donate $1.
Yeah, you donated $1.
You got donated?
He was like, take my money.
Sorry, just look at Discord real quickly. I'm not sure if I should sub. If you really want, then I guess you could sub. But like, what did you say? Basically, all we said is Chris Credible is our Lord and Savior. Okay, no. No, but like being serious, we just talked about how Chris Credible is basically probably gonna get banned. Unknown, can you like stop saying my name? Okay, thanks.
Okay, let's see.
I saw found.
For some recognition, what do you guys think about small layout creators? Well, layouts, like, I used to like layouts, because I thought that layouts were cool, showing gameplay, and showing the level before it was decorated, but layouts have become the most clickbait thing, like, one of the most clickbait things on this whole entire community, honestly.
Layouts, in my opinion, having layouts is fine, just don't make so many, because so many layout channels, oh my god, it's obvious that they put zero effort in the
What if they like can deco as well?
If they can deco, it makes sense.
No, but like 90% of the layouts on YouTube never get decorated.
Yeah.
But they're just there.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I'm kind of guilty of this. I've uploaded a few layouts that never got decorated. I did plan on having them decorated, then they never just...
Bloodbath 100%.
I'm kind of guilty as well, but it technically wasn't a layout. It was, I uploaded this, ultra buffed, shitty Sonic Wave, because that's what my friend called it, and he told me to upload it. It got 800 views for some reason.
Whoa. I uploaded a top 10 Minecraft intros, and I got 2,000 views.
I know, I'm gonna time me out, I swear to god. Do we have any more, questions? What if Cyrillic never became Asian?
Well, you see, Mystiic never would have played GD.
Then Aftermath would never be verified.
What are your thoughts on
What if Geometry Dash was named Trigonometry Run?
I don't care. But what are your thoughts on Guitar Hero Styles? Like, I really don't have too many thoughts on him.
If you want my opinion, he does clickbait. I don't agree.
He does clickbait, but he's not that bad. Like,
he's not the worst.
I don't even know what he's saying.
He has one of the biggest impacts on this whole entire community just because of how huge he is.
As well
but
as
like he isn't that bad. So he's tolerable, but he's like I don't like him too much.
As well as he's not like the worst, because a lot of clickbait YouTubers aren't even that good. He's decently skilled, right? I mean, sometimes things take a little too long to blade of justice, but you know.
Ooh.
It took him like 3 months. Oh my god.
What if? Oh, I'm gonna kind of alter, change your question a little, Zenon. What if no clip didn't exist? Oh my god, I would have. Then in that case, I would have been considered legit with Bloodbath. I'm sorry.
Oh well, I wouldn't have unlocked the glow for beating 10 map packs.
I would have never beaten the Demon Gauntlet.
Okay, if no clip didn't exist, though, like being dead serious, a lot of
layout creators and all that'd be bad.
Yeah, there would be some bad things, but overall it'd be good, because most of the top 100 wouldn't be hackers. level leaderboards wouldn't be hackers completely. Of course, there'd be like people still slowing down the game.
But there's also insta-complete. That's another hack.
Yeah, true. But like, you get my point, right?
Yeah, bro.
It would help. What if G-Boy was a girl? I don't friggin' know.
G-Boy's a boy? Whoa. Didn't know that.
I would never.
I would never have guessed.
Can I join the podcast? I'm not gonna invite anyone else to the podcast. It was just gonna be Vizzy just because he's like very skilled and like yeet. So.
Why does everyone know clip map packs? Because map packs suck, bro.
They do.
I completed 50 of them legit. Wait, are there even 50?
What about Ocular Miracle? Do you guys think
Yeah,
it deserves
I
that
completed.
much hype?
I completed
Honestly,
50.
not that
Yes.
much. I don't think it deserves as much hype.
Okay.
As it does.
Okay, my opinion, it deserves more hype. And the reason is
Right.
because if you don't know what it's supposed to be, it's supposed to be the best design and gameplay wise.
Okay.
It's supposed to be one of those godly levels. And if you've seen some of the finished parts, they're amazing.
Yeah,
And
so
honestly, it's one of those levels where it's like, it's one of my favorite levels. Just as a layout. It's just one of my favorite levels. Because a lot of the sync, a lot of the gameplay is amazing. And it's like, because sync is a big thing for me. And every time I see a perfect sync, it just gives me an eyegasm, right?
Oh, dang.
That's why it's called Ocular Miracle. Because
I
it's
hate
nice
you
for
so
the
much.
eyes. Alright?
That was horrible.
No, that's literally legit probably why it's called that. But yeah, how long will this go on for? Until we get no more actual questions, and then, or if we just get bored. Hey, Said.
Okay, so let's go way back because we've been doing a lot of questions. All right, we're gonna stop the questions for a little bit.
Yeah.
Back to game difficulty as a whole, because we said we were gonna do that earlier, but then we got a bombardment of questions and we weren't able to talk about game difficulty too much. And by game difficulty, I don't, as I was saying earlier, but there's probably new people who've joined the stream. I don't mean game difficulty as in like, oh, Sonic Wave, that's so difficult. I'm not talking about just extremes or just how easy demons are. Just the game, how hard it is to the average person or just as a whole, and how it's seen now. All right, so should I start?
No.
Yeah, go ahead.
Blue, I hate you. Okay,
I want to go.
Seriously though, the game has gotten far easier. Well, I mean.
Excuse me.
Well, no. Listen. For the average person, the game has gone far easier. Of course, there's been a lot more difficult things that have things have gone far more difficult. But to get good now, it's a lot easier just because of how many hard things are out there. A new player within a few months in 1.9 probably could complete something like Decode just because there wasn't stuff that was that hard in like 1.9. But now a player within 6 months could probably get good progress on Sonic Wave if they try hard enough. Really though.
Yeah.
Because since there's levels like Sonic Wave and that and extremes that are of that difficulty. If you actually have the time and dedication to practice that, you can get good really quickly, and you're just going to become a good player much faster than in the days of 1.9. And that's why I'm saying the game has gotten easier in that, but levels have gotten harder. But to get better at the game, it's gotten a lot easier. That's my point.
It's one of those things where it's just like the game's gotten easier but harder at the same time.
Can I?
Like I said.
Can
yeah.
I?
Bluey can speak.
Can I?
Go.
Okay, so you see, back in 1.9 or like 1.8, it took people like 5k attempts to beat an extreme demon, one of the hardest levels ever. Now it's taking people hundreds of thousands of attempts, and soon it'll be taking millions or billions, if that's even possible.
I think that's a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's over exaggerated.
One thing I want to bring up an interesting question: when will GD difficulty stop?
Soon.
When will it take too much time, too much effort to verify a level?
I think,
and just difficulty is just gonna be at a flat level When do you think that's gonna happen?
Well,
Soon.
Honestly, it's gonna stop once the amount of game modes stop. Like, the amount of things you can do in levels stop, as for, like, gameplay-wise. But there's an infinite number of possibilities because of new... because 2.2 is just going to take the possibilities that we have now and increase that by, like, 100-fold. I mean, maybe not to that extent, but that was, like, just... It was an exaggeration, but... You know, there's a lot more gameplay that can be made now, and honestly, the difficulty is gonna stop once updates stop. I mean, not straight away though. Maybe it'll take.
No, I mean it as in like, when will things be so difficult to the point where it's taking, like Billy said, hundreds of thousands of attempts? Like it's gonna take 100K plus for each level, and people will finally just say, "This is taking too long, too much effort. I'm done." When will levels stop being more difficult because people aren't able to
They won't stop.
verify?
They'll keep on going.
Because
honestly, this community, people aren't really gonna stop because it's just the way we are. We don't give up on things. Maybe individuals give up on things, but as a community, we don't really give up that quickly.
I think we do.
Look at Bloodlust. I mean, yes, people are getting restless, but you know.
Another one. This is another interesting question I want to bring up. Oh, okay, almost done. Another one I want to bring up. Do you think the same thing is going to happen in 2.2 like it did in 2.0? Like, for example, you know how move triggers in the beginning of 2.0 were horrible?
They're going to
No
be
one knew
abused.
how to
Yes,
use it?
they are.
Do you think 2.2 triggers are going to happen like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Probably, but I'm
And
kind
how long will it take until people actually know how to use them properly?
I don't know. People,
Well, if you look at 2.2 layouts on YouTube, people know how to use them properly, honestly, already.
people will be like, "OMG, this is so cool! I've never seen this before." At the start, but then they'll be like, "Oh, I'll just use this to make cool gameplay." At the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, but levels that are really going to abuse this are like insane levels, or like levels that aren't demon.
Woogie.
Because like,
Woogie 999.
I'm really
he's gonna
scared to
be...
see how it goes in with extreme demons because some people that don't care will honestly make such a cancer, such a cancer level, and they won't care. And it's just I don't want that to be a part of extreme demons. Just like a lot of the 2.2 shit, that's gonna be really annoying, and I'll honestly like not even play the levels that have all that.
Yeah. Yeah, do we have any other topics, or do you want to take a few more questions and then end off? Because, I mean, not gonna lie, this has been going on for 57 minutes.
Sade said, I wanted to say that right now Tartarus gotta be the hardest for this update. Well, Tartarus is, oh my god, it's been in the works for way too long now. And yeah, I agree with Tartarus being the hardest in this update. I mean, yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be verified in this update.
It will.
It's gonna be...
Well, maybe not this update, but because we're how close we are to
Tartarus.
2.2, maybe. Yeah, Tartarus.
Yeah, people are trying so hard. Like, it's gonna be done soon. People making such good progress.
But
the inconsistency. It's like we thought Erebus was hard, and oh my god, Tartarus goes like it pushes the limits farther than Erebus ever could.
what's your opinion on Dalt? I don't really know Dalt.
What?
This is a GD. This is a GD stream. This isn't what the
Anime?
Dalt is a GD YouTuber.
wait really? Who the hell's that then?
Who? I've never heard of him.
I've heard of him. But I don't know much about him, so
I don't know. I
can't
really
give
don't
an
know.
opinion. If I'm gonna end off the podcast with one thing.
With a yeet?
If I may, I will say one last thing to end off the podcast, which is if you guys have any ideas for future podcasts for us to talk about, come into my Discord, DM me on Discord, whatever it is. Let me know. Yeah, DM me, Mystiic or Bluey, and we're probably gonna like set something up, and we'll hopefully talk about your topics next time. So to my stream and Mystiic stream and Bluey stream, thank you guys so much for coming to the podcast. I honestly wasn't too sure of how this was gonna work out, but
it was honestly really fun. It was really fun to talk about.
Yeah, it was really fun.
I really enjoyed it.
And I didn't know if like many people were gonna actually like watch.
But we got a decent amount of people.
Yeah, at least for me, I stayed above 10 viewers the entire stream.
Hey, I got.
At least I had a few people.
I got one viewer. It was me.
Alright, well, anyways, thank you all for coming, and